Ho, 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 ho. It's Christmas. Oh, I can't wait for a nice long break. Well, not long break, but it's going to be a few days off. So I've managed to get a couple of hours just to pull together some of the best vinyl finds that I've found this year. So I've done this the last couple of years and I really enjoy it. So I'm just going to zip through this really quickly. There's quite a few best of sort of YouTube videos out there. I've been really impressed. Some are really professional, some are really well thought out, some are focused on just 2024 albums, but I'm just going to give it to you rough and ready because that's how I roll. I'm going to kick things off. There's no particular order here. I think in the past I've tried to do what my top 10. Yeah, I don't. They kind of revolve. These albums that I've chosen over the year kind of revolve in terms of what's my favourite. Uh, but these are outstanding records, which really I think I'd like to share with you. If you're new to the channel, then well, I mean, I like jazz. Most of it is jazz. I will actually talk about non-jazz initially, and I'm going to just pick out a record which is on my stand at the moment. Let me grab it. 1 second. Right. Which is absolutely beautiful. It's completely blown me away, and I've said this before. I've done a little bit of a review of it. It's Laura Marling, and this is Child of Mine, or Patterns in Repeat is the name of the album. But I'm a huge fan of Laura Marling. I think she's absolutely amazing, and this record from start to finish is pure joy. It's easily as good, if not better, than Songs for Our Daughter, which she brought out, I think, in 2020. This did come out this year, and this is a beautiful album. She's done a beautiful job recording it, mastering it. It's very intimate, it's very beautiful, and everyone needs a copy of it, in my opinion. That's so lovely. What else non-jazz? That's pretty much it. I will talk about this because I think it is jazz. It's in my jazz collection, although some people might argue that it's, well, it is. It is jazz. It's Mary Winehouse. Sorry, Amy Winehouse, not Mary. That's something completely different. This is the at the BBC recordings, which I've shown before. It's a triple LP set of recordings, and it is absolutely beautiful. Again, the BBC have recorded this beautifully. They put this together, absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore this. It's been really, really, really well done. A lovely, fitting tribute to Amy Winehouse, and I'm so pleased they brought out a new batch of these, because originally the one I had was just in a terrible shape, and I changed it and it was still in a terrible shape, and I gave it a year or so, and I thought I'd dip into it again, and this is absolutely stunning. So Amy Winehouse, probably one of the greatest, I think, singers of this generation, really, and a real sad, very sad that she died at 27. Anyway, let's kick in. I'm going to just showcase this wonderful box set, which dropped in. This actually came out last year, but it's Pharoah Sanders with by the same name, Pharoah. They've done a beautiful job with this. It's a small box set, and it showcases the wonderful track Harvest Time. Very, very easy listening, spiritual, melodic. I mean, Pharoah Sanders loves to sort of spin a melody and just keep going, and spins it and spins it and spins it. It's very trippy, I think. I'm not a massive fan of him vocally on Love Will Find a Way, but even just for the first track, I think it's lovely. This was recorded in August and September 1976. The box set, someone's done this in a beautiful way. They've actually included a copy excerpt of the newspaper, which is fantastic. A ticket for the actual gig, and there's some wonderful kind of postcard sort of photos of Pharoah Sanders in the box. And there's a lovely write-up. It's absolutely gorgeous. What comes in the box is this. There's 2 LPs. You've got the original and you've got the live one. And it's quite simply an absolutely beautiful thing to have. So, Pharoah Sanders box set. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'm going to shoot straight into an artist that I'm falling in love with. And that's this Nala Sinifro. And I got this recently. This is her 2024 album called Endlessness. Endlessness. I haven't got the camera quite right today, but there we are. Just beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's spiritual, tender. She's just amazing. Amazing jazz artist. And this follows up from the other album that she brought out, which if I have it here, I will show it, called Space. This came out I think last year, but I picked it up this year, so it's in my top records of 2024. So Space and Endlessness by Nala Sinifro. She's amazing, and I can't wait to see what else she brings out, to be honest. Just really lovely jazz. Okay, let's kick off. I will just talk about this one because I'm just going to shoehorn this one in as well. Picked up this recently. Max Roach, Deeds Not Words. I mean, it's a hell of a lineup on here. You know, we've got George Coleman, Ray Draper, Art Davis, Booker Little. It's just fantastic. Really enjoy. This is the Record Store Day exclusive mono, and it's originally recorded in 1958. And my thanks to WCB Jazz for showcasing this and getting me onto this. I think his name's Chris, lovely chap on YouTube. And interestingly, that's made in the Czech Republic sticker. So I don't know what pressing plant that is, but maybe it's a new one. But perfect record, it's lovely. The hype sticker says limited mono edition, drummer Max Roach's 1958 album with Booker Little on trumpet, Ray Draper on tuba, George Coleman on tenor sax, Art Davis on bass, cut by Kevin Gray at Coherent, pressed on 180 gram. So yeah, really like that. More Blue Note, Hank Mobley. This is fantastic. I mean, you've got, look at the lineup: Grant Green, Wynton Kelly, Paul Chambers, Philly Joe Jones. First track, Workout, is bliss. They're all absolutely killing it. Very tight, very easy listening. This has come from Optimal, I think, because it's made in Germany. And this came out this year, a reissue, part of the classic series. Just love that front cover as well. So, Workout, Hank Mobley. Now, this came from a friend of mine. Well, I bought it after listening from a friend in my little jazz club that we've got going. And when I saw it coming out on the ECM Luminescence series, I just almost fainted. I put my order in straight away. This is Azimuth. And for 1977, this is amazing. This just doesn't sound like it's from that era at all. It's gorgeous, very eerie, just her voice, the voice of Norma Winstone, just sends you to a place which not many of my jazz records get me to a place. It's gorgeous. It's really lovely, beautifully made. This was recorded in 1977, and obviously John Taylor, Norma Winstone, and Kenny Wheeler. So I would recommend this. Great series, that Luminescence. They've done a great job on that. In the spring of this year, I picked up this after again hearing it for the first time, and I thought I need to get this. I found it from somewhere in the Netherlands, I think, from Discogs. This is Our Music, Ornette Coleman Quartet. Love that picture of them. They look absolutely cool cats, really cool cats. I think this was on the, I think it's not Vinyl Me Please, is it? No. So this hype sticker says 45 RPM. This is Our Music, keeps one of the hottest creative streaks in jazz history. 9.4 out of 10 by Pitchfork. Bernie Grundman cut this. Sounds fantastic. Very just lovely. You know, it is a little bit avant-garde-ish, but it's not overly, and it just sounds fantastic. It's gorgeous. So this is this came out recorded 1960, but this is the 2014 reissue, but I picked it up this year. Brilliant. Right, let's keep going. Now, I got into Black Hawk as a label due to this. So I look out for Black Hawk stuff. And I picked this up because I love the cover, first off. It's worth, I don't think it was that expensive. But it's Eddie Gomez and Down Stretch. Cool cat, wicked. Cool music. Just absolutely fantastic. It's really good. Black Hawk Records. I'm looking at, it's the Black Hawk label. This came out. This is from West Germany, and it recorded January 1976. So mixed in Tokyo. So they knew what they were doing because it sounds fantastic. But have a look out for this. Brilliant. Eddie Gomez, Down Stretch. Moving on. I was a bit late to the party with this one. This came out as a acoustic sound series Impulse reissue. And I was late to the party when I heard it again. It's Gil Evans. So this is a 2021 reissue, I believe. And it's just fantastic. Sounds amazing. He is absolutely incredible. It's just really lovely. The first track on this is just amazing. Really, really recommend this. It's again mastered beautifully by Kevin Gray, I believe, or is it Kevin Gray, or is it Sterling? Anyway, fantastic. You'll like this if you're just starting a jazz collection. Out of the Cool is amazing. I don't have any other Gil Evans stuff, and that's fantastic. Right, another real massive big hitter that came out this year that I was really happy about because I got into Utah Hip and Zoot Sims, which was fantastic, and I looked into more Utah. I've been saying it all wrong. It's Utah. I think it's Utah Hip, and I was delighted to see that Blue Note Classic Series were bringing this out. It's done a fantastic job. Kevin Gray's cut this. It's fantastic. I put my order in straight away. Utah Hip at the Hickory House. She was amazing, and it's such a shame that she just couldn't keep herself together. Her nerves got the better of her, and I think she was just so painfully shy. But as a jazz pianist, and being a woman in a predominantly man's world, she did amazing. So we've got Peter Ind on bass and Ed Thigpen on drums, and she introduces the tracks beautifully. That beautiful German accent, just a beautiful thing to have. recorded in 1956. It's extraordinary how the clarity and quality of this recording, but I'm incredibly, this will be well, I've had a top 5. This is my one of my top 5 of the year. So happy to have that. Also very happy to have, because when I looked into this, it was really expensive to buy a decent audiophile reissue. And again, my heart goes out to OJC, the OJC series by Kraft. Everything I've picked up has been gorgeous. So know what I mean? Cannonball Adderley and Bill Evans. I'm so pleased to see that because decent reissues of this were just stupid money, and this came out so well. It's an absolute delight. I mean, the Bill Evans stuff has been amazing. Sunday at the Village Vanguard, Waltz for Debbie, and this is no lesser achievement in actually getting this out to such a high quality, beautiful jacket, and just stunning, gorgeous. So yeah, I'm really pleased I got that. Another wonderful reissue that came out that I was incredibly happy about, and again, very expensive to buy reissues along the way, but when the classic series announced they were going to bring Bobby Hutcherson's Happenings, just brilliant. That cover is unbelievable. It is the most beautiful album cover. And we've got Herbie Hancock, Bob Cranshaw, Joe Chambers, and it's just fantastic. Lovely. It starts off with Aquarian Moon on side 1, and as it progresses, on side 2 you've got The Omen, which is pretty dark and dark as you'd expect. But what a wonderful, wonderful reissue this is. Highly recommend this. Even just buy it for the art. Hang it up somewhere. It's just unbelievable. Made in Germany. Done a good job with that. I did buy a copy of that a few years ago when I was getting into jazz, and I think it was part of the 75th series, and it was awful. It was scratchy and sounded awful, and I soon traded it in. Right, I need a couple more now. You'll be pleased. Try and keep these videos down to about 20 minutes because everyone falls asleep. So I picked this up earlier in the autumn, I think. Grant Green, live at Club Mozambique, and it's absolutely wicked. It's jumping, it's funky, it's not so fingerpicky that you'd usually expect from Grant Green, and it's on the 313 series, mastered and cut by Warren Diffeber from the original analog tapes, manufactured at Third Man Pressing in Detroit. They've sorted out their quality control, because I think initially there was a lot of talk about the quality of the records coming out filthy. This was fine, and the last stuff coming out of Third Man that I've had has been really good. Maybe it just had an off day. This is fantastic. Grant Green, you've got to listen to this. You can stream it first of all before you're committing to buy it, but it's a funky psychedelic journey, and I think of all of Grant Green's work, I think this is probably my favourite. And this came out last year, but I picked it up this year. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So Grant Green, live at Mozambique. Okay, I'm gonna save. Well, there's two that I'm really, really happy about, which I'm going to showcase. This is the one that I picked up recently, and I absolutely love it. This is Oded Zur, My Prophet. This is absolutely gorgeous. Recorded last year in Studio La Boisson, Palais Les Fontaines. I think that's probably France. On ECM. And he's on tenor sax, and this is just beautiful jazz. This is stunning beyond stunning. And if I had to choose one of these albums, this might have to be the one that I think is just beautiful, beautiful concepts, lovely soundstage, well presented, lovely, easy listening. It's just gorgeous. I highly recommend this. I've heard his other stuff as a result of hearing this, and I still think this is the best. So just beautiful. Right. If you use Spotify, usually you get this kind of unwrapped message to show you what your most favourite album, or the album that you've listened to mostly. I'm quite surprised actually, because I didn't think this was going to be there, but when I think about it, I have played it more and more in the car and walking out and about and what have you. And actually, I'm really pleased to have this. This is, again, Pharoah Sanders, Deaf, Dumb and Blind. Now, I picked this up. It wasn't cheap, but it was on the VMP Vinyl Me Please reissue. This is number 832. And my word, this is just gorgeous. There's so much going on. There's so much energy. Actually, to be fair, I mentioned Pharoah Sanders kind of playing and toying with the melody and repeating it. This has just got so much energy and so much sort of tribal. It's just got loads of cool stuff in it. It's a wonderful. It's a gatefold album. I'm not going to show it. He dropped it. But what a stunning jazz album. It's a classic. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm just trying to think. This is 2021. This came out. Originally released in 1970. But yeah, this is the one I've been listening to mostly, apparently. Quite surprised at that. But yeah, love it. So that's it. I've made a couple of tweaks to my setup. I've managed to say goodbye to the name amp, and I've upgraded to a Riga Ethos, which is fantastic. It's changed every aspect of my listening experience. So I'm really happy about it. It's just come back from Riga as well after a couple of things needed doing to it. But yeah, really pleased. That's it. Have a great Christmas. See you on the other side. Keep spinning. Take care. Bye.